What's going on, guys? Firewolf Tech here, showing you guys the OtterBox Defender Series Pro XT for the 14 Pro Max. We're gonna go ahead and open this up and show you guys all around. Link for this will be in the description box below, so make sure you guys check that out. Look at the front of the packaging. You can see that they have OtterBox's Drop Plus certification. And this being the Defender Series, it does come with a 5-time tested for military standard. Definitely one of the highest in their lineup. And the Defender Pro series will come with a protective 2-piece design with a secure grip. And the XT version will come with MagSafe. The Defender series does not come with the MagSafe. You do have to get the XT if you want MagSafe. Taking a look at the back, we have more details on the case. As you can see, it has been certified for 5 times as many drops as military standard, which is really high. As you can see, more details of MagSafe, and it does cover the ports, which will block against dust and dirt, and it does come with an antimicrobial property which inhibits bacteria growth. And on the bottom right, we have OtterBox's limited lifetime warranty, so make sure you guys register for that. Now, this is OtterBox's most expensive case, and this is in the clear/black color. So one thing to note, buried deep inside the packaging of the case will come with a free holster. You do have to go online and add a free holster. It does come with a promo code on the bottom right. I'm covering mine in case you guys decide to steal it. And we also get installation instructions on how to install the actual case. And I've tried installing this case before, and let me tell you, this is definitely one of the toughest cases to install. But I'm gonna go and try my very best to install it in the way that they have it listed here. All right, so in order to install this case, the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to take off the inner hard shell. So you're gonna notice 2 indentations on the side of the case. I think the easiest way to do this is to just pick a side, kind of lift the rubber out, and this portion will come out. All right, and as you can see, this is the inner hard shell piece. You definitely want to remove this for an easier installation. All right, so once you're ready to install the case, we're gonna try our very best to install this as OtterBox suggests. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the 14 Pro Max, and before you proceed, I would definitely power the device off. That way you won't get distracted with the screen. So first thing, they recommend that the phone is placed halfway between the case itself and basically taking this lid here and kind of tucking it behind the actual rubber piece. So I'm gonna line that up first. And then I'm gonna try to tuck it inside. You're gonna definitely need a lot of patience for this because this is definitely a very hard case to put on. I've put on a lot of cases, and this is definitely a very difficult one. I wish they made this a lot easier to put on. So the bottom corners are usually the hardest, so I like to start off with that. And I'm just basically going to apply pressure in this bottom corner, and I want to basically raise the rubber pieces. Okay. I don't know if you can see that, but you can kind of see the rubber piece starting to go inside of the actual case. And the same thing, I'm going to do it on the other corner. I'm just going to apply pressure, and basically, if you can, just use your fingernail to kind of like raise the rubber piece a little bit. So as you can see here, this rubber piece needs to go inside of this indentation. And the easiest way to do that is to kind of pry the rubber piece. Using your fingernail, it's a lot easier to kind of maneuver the rubber inside. All right, you can see the bottom portion already being installed. I would recommend starting off with the bottom portion because in my opinion, I think it is the hardest to install. So once you have that, you then want to just take your time and kind of just, apply the rubber piece all around the case. again, applying pressure, pushing it down. Same thing on the side. All right, and the closer you get to the finish line, it's definitely going to be a lot harder to install, only because you're going to need some more force to apply more pressure on it. But don't be afraid, just make sure you guys have the patience and keep pulling it down. All right, so after taking your time and patience to install this case, you definitely feel some sense of accomplishment, like I am right now. I'm definitely satisfied with finally putting it on. So while it is hard to install, once you put it on, it does feel really good in the hands, as you can see. Let's go ahead and power this on, and let's go ahead and take a look around the case. So right on the bottom, we can see that the port cover protects the lightning port from any type of dust or debris, and we have a nice opening for the microphone and speaker grill as well. And to lift up the port, we basically lift it up to reveal the lightning adapter. My recommendation would be to gently pull this up, because over time it can definitely wear out and fall apart. But I recommend using wireless chargers or the MagSafe chargers to preserve having to lift this up all the time. And then right on the side here, we have a very nice clean design with a very subtle OtterBox logo embroidered on the actual case. I don't know if you can see it. And then we have a indentation for the belt holster. So again, for you to receive the free belt holster, make sure you guys go online and put the promo code to get the belt holster if you guys choose to use it. If you guys are not planning to use it, then you can definitely ignore it. And we have a nice rubberized button for the power button. And on the top, again, we have a nice black design. Same thing, we have the indentation for the belt holster, nice rubberized buttons for the volume rocker, and a nice opening for our toggle switch. Nice, very nice, clear and transparent. You can definitely see the deep purple color, which I do like a lot. I do like this MagSafe adapter ring over here, showcasing the actual Apple logo. So we're gonna go ahead and test that out as well. And one thing to note is that since this case does take a lot of real estate on the actual screen, it's important to make sure you have a screen protector that was compatible for that. I have the Icy Shield tempered glass screen protector, so make sure you guys check that in the description box below. And I do have a special discount code for the Icy Shield tempered glass screen protector. At checkout, you definitely want to use the discount code FIRE20 for 20% off the screen protector. So make sure you guys check that out. I'm gonna go ahead and test out the buttons here, starting with the volume rocker. Volume rockers feel nice and smooth. Same thing goes for the side button, nice and smooth. And since you get MagSafe with the Defender Series Pro XT, we're gonna go ahead and test out the magnetic pull. So MagSafe is really nice and convenient. As you can see, it has a nice strong magnet pull. And when I lift this case up, as you can see, no issues with the magnetic pull. This is very important if you're gonna use this for car mounts or any type of MagSafe accessories. It will be fully compatible. As you can see on the top right, it is charging, indicating that it's fully compatible. And it's also compatible with the wireless charging stand as well. So if you guys have a wireless charging pad, it will fully charge with no issues whatsoever. So I really do like this case. It doesn't add too much bulk to it, and I do feel that it feels really nice, solid, and rugged. And I do like the clear/black design. It also comes in different colors, so make sure you guys check that out. So although this case is very hard to put on, I'm gonna show you guys how to take it out of the case. It's a little bit easier to take it out. So again, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick one of these indentations from the side of the case, and you're basically gonna lift this up, lift the rubber piece up. And once you have it exposed, you then wanna take the inner hard shell and you wanna basically pull it out. right, so now that we have the hard shell, again, this is the inner piece, then it's very easy to take out. All we have to do is just push it out, and it comes out very easily. So all in all, guys, the Defender Series Pro XT, I highly recommend it if you're looking for a Defender series that is compatible with MagSafe. I do wish that the case was easy to install. So OtterBox, if you're seeing this, I really recommend you guys, figure out a way to make this easier to install, because it is very, very hard, as you can see from this video. But all in all, guys, if you guys take the time and patience to install this case, I do really recommend the Defender Series Pro XT, as it comes with MagSafe, which is very important, because the regular Defender series will not come with the MagSafe. All guys, what do you guys think of the Defender Series XT? I like it. I highly recommend it as well. It's just that you're gonna need to take some time to put it on, but once you put it on, you shouldn't need to remove it out anyways. Thanks so much for watching, guys.